I said it when I reviewed The Visit, I'm saying it again. Shyamalan is back and hopefully here to stay. Hello once again, watchers of good movies. My name is Nick Pell and this is once again coming from my apartment. Now today we are going to be talking about the film Split. The general premise of this film is that we have James McAvoy. He is a guy who has 23 distinct personalities residing in his body, and he kidnaps these 3 girls one day, takes them to his lair essentially, and just keeps them there. Doesn't really tell them what they're there for, except that they're going to be sacrificed essentially to this thing known as the Beast, and that's really all we know and all you need to know before seeing the film. Now, James McAvoy, holy shit, this guy can do some serious acting. He's probably one of the most underrated actors in Hollywood now because of this film. Now, like I said, he plays a character with 23 different personalities within his body. I don't know anything about this mental illness of sorts, so I'm not going to really be able to say if they did it well or accurately or how it was depicted in regards to that stuff, so I thought it worked really well and was really interesting how it was depicted. If that's accurate to some degree, that's a really interesting thing to look into, I think. That being said, James McAvoy captures the unique personalities of all these different people who he is portraying to such a degree of just difference between them. Like, you have Hedwig, who's supposed to be a 9-year-old boy, and then you have a woman named Patricia and a guy named Dennis, and you have just these different personalities that he does in such a distinct and unique way that it really does feel like he's playing a bunch of different characters, even though he is the same actor. It felt like a different performance every single time, and that is beyond impressive. There wasn't once that I felt like he was just one character just doing different voices or different accents. He just embodies these characters to such a good degree that it's just easily one of the most impressive performances I've seen in a very long time. Now, that being said, we also have one of the victims, Anya Taylor-Joy from The Witch and Morgan, both films that I really enjoyed, and she does a really good job in this film as well. She is easily the standout of the 3 friends which get kidnapped. The other 2 are really underused, and ultimately I didn't really think were that necessary to the plot as a whole, because they didn't really do a whole lot that ultimately contributed to the main narrative, at least in my opinion. But Anya Taylor-Joy, she captures this character of Casey in a very interesting way because the character has a very dark past to her. And I won't go into details because I didn't know the details before going to see the film, so I don't want to spoil anything. But she has a very dark past, I will say that, and is revealed over the course of flashbacks throughout the film. She is also, thankfully, as a victim, a smart person. She deals with things in a very smart fashion. She thinks about how to approach the situation. Once she figures out that James McAvoy's character has all these different personalities in his body, she finds one that she can start to try to exploit, and she tries to use that to escape, and it makes sense. And so she does things that are very intelligent and make her a fun protagonist to watch on screen, and you don't just have just stupid ideas going through. It's like, oh hey, let's all rush them and see what happens, even though it's not going to work at all. So I appreciate the fact that she is a very smart protagonist, and it just made the film a lot more enjoyable to watch as a whole. The film is also very well paced. It's about a little under 2 hours, and I was never really bored throughout the course of it. It does get slow in some sections, I would say, but they're all very interesting parts because they all, for the most part, explore Kevin, who James McAvoy's character ultimately is, his different personalities, and I just found them to be really interesting as he's going to these therapy appointments and the therapist is trying to divulge who she is speaking with and why she keeps getting emailed by a bunch of his personalities in regards to, hey, I need help, and then she's not able to get answers. It's just really interesting, and those aspects really help to develop his different personalities and those characters. There's also different points where the tension is really well used, in my opinion. I won't really go into details, obviously, because it would spoil things to the film. The ending is also extremely fun to watch, especially the last half an hour or so. It's very tension-filled, and it just makes for a very interesting ending. And it sets up an ending that I'm very curious to see what they end up doing with in the future, if there's any sort of plan for it, because it just makes for a very curious ending. I will just say that. But guys, overall, I really enjoyed Split. I thought it was one of Shyamalan's best works. Honestly, I haven't seen a lot of his stuff. I'm just being honest. The Visit is probably one of the first things I saw in a very long time. So I need to refresh my memory on a lot of Shyamalan stuff. But this is easily one of his best stuff in the recent decades. So definitely check this thing out. It is very good, very well done. James McAvoy and Anya Taylor-Joy give fantastic performances all around. But guys, those are just my thoughts on Split. Let me know yours in the comments down below. Did you like it as much as I did? Did you hate it more than I did? Let me know. Like, favorite, comment, and subscribe once again if you so choose. I appreciate it immensely. And as always, my people, my name is Nick Pell. And once again, keep on watching.